Watch me ride.
Hey everybody, so yes, I have finally got a patron. I know it's taken me a long time and a lot of you have been bashing on at me about doing this for a long time, and if that's all you needed to know, well, links in the description, come and join the community, I really appreciate it. If you want to know a little bit more, well then keep watching. Okay, so yes, I have now created a patron. There is only one tier, which is $1 a month, and I'm very happy for people to cap that at $1 a month. The way Patreon works basically is that you can choose an amount that you will donate to the channel to support the channel per video I upload, but you can put a cap on that. So say you said, I will give $1 a month, but it's capped at $1, you will only spend $1. If you say $2, well then it'll give me $1 for the first video upload, one for the second, and then it'll be capped and it will be stopped again. It's completely in your control. You might not think that $1 would make, in a month would make much difference, but if you realise that is the equivalent of more than 1,000 views on YouTube, it can make a huge, huge difference. Now, one of the reasons that I avoided doing Patreon until now is because I didn't ever want to take anything away from someone who couldn't afford to help the channel. Some of you support me through liking videos and sharing them and things like that, and it's with you guys that the channel grows. I need you and I love you and thank you so much. And I have, you know, there's no problems that you can't support me through any other method. And as I say, I never wanted to take content away from you guys, but then I realised that, well, what I can do is I can just give the content to my patrons 3 days early. So that's one of the benefits you get for becoming a patron. You'll get my videos 3 days early, and there won't be any monetization or ads put on that at the point that they're uploaded. When they hit live, when everyone else gets them, that's when they'll get their ads on them. You'll also become part of this small community that I hope I'm going to build over on Patreon, which hopefully will be reminiscent of the old days of motovlogging. I remember the comment sections of uploading videos was so much fun, discussing things with you guys, the same people there. It was so much better than the way that YouTube works now. It's very much all over the place, and you get so many people who aren't subscribers, and subscribers aren't getting told about your videos, and it's ripping the communities apart. And as I say, I hope that I can build a new small community over there. I'll also be doing unique content from time to time, videos that probably wouldn't make it onto YouTube themselves because they're, you know, they're just little on-phone shot things with stuff I'm doing from day-to-day life, but I'm sure that it'll be, you know, it'll add to the thing. My Q&As are also going to be questions from patrons only from now on, apart from once a year. I'm going to do a big one where me and Reno probably do one together, you know, the Christmas one where we'll be open to everyone. But exactly what unique content gets produced for you patrons will be discussed on Patreon. You know, you guys let me know what you want to see, and I'll try and make that happen. Not everything can happen, but I'll try my best to make that happen. So as I say, if you enjoy the videos that I produce, and you're willing to donate $1 a month, and only $1 a month is all I ask, then check out the link in the description. If you want to know more information as to why this is happening right now, and you don't mind me being very honest, then keep watching. You know, I've been making videos on YouTube now for 8 years. 3 years ago I quit my job as a chef and I went self-employed. I did some social media work, kind of got screwed over by the company. Then 2 years ago I started Spicy 110 Metalworks. That's all going great, but the problem is I have to spend a lot of time doing YouTube for very little return because of the way that things have changed. That gives me less time to make clocks. If I make more clocks, I don't make so many videos and then my sales drop. So they both need to work together. So I need really to be doing the thing that earns me money. Now, if people can support me through Patreon, making videos is going to be much more supportive and I can put more time into doing that. One of the reasons why I haven't done bike reviews for quite a long time is because, well, the costs of crashing one of those bikes is about £2,000 if it was a complete write-off, and that would financially completely bankrupt me and ruin me, and I wouldn't be able to do it, and I'd have to sell one of my bikes just to cover those costs. If things return to being a bit more positive, then I can maybe take a risk and do more reviews, bike reviews and things like that. Because as I say, the risk is completely on my head. I'm not paid anything by the companies to do it. If anything goes wrong, it's on my head. So yes, to continue doing this, without question, I'm going to have to bring more money in. But it isn't just about the money with Patreon, to be honest with you. I'm loving the idea of building a small community again. It's closed because it's not open to everyone. It kind of feels like the way it used to be on YouTube. No one came and clicked on my channel. You know, the early days of motovlogging, it was so tight-knit that everyone knew everyone, and it was really fun seeing people discuss things. It also brought up really interesting ideas, things to talk about, and discussions, and that's something I'd really like to return to, because a lot of the gratification I used to get, it's kind of missing now, where I don't necessarily recognise half the people in my comments because 60% of the views are from non-subscribers. not only have I actually reached the point that I said to myself, okay, you're going to have to sell the DRZ, I also have a lot of bills coming up soon. My PO box is up for renewal, and I was going to close it down, and I've realised, well, I really don't want to do that, and I'll get onto that in a second. But there's that, and that's like 177 quid every 6 months. My insurance is coming up, my MRT for Derek and stuff is coming up. Once those bills are out of the way, it's more plain sailing, but there is a big hill to climb that I need to get over. And hopefully, with the help of Patreon, that will become more sustainable. So as I say, I was considering closing the PO box, and it hurts me to pay that much for a PO box, trust me. But I realised that if I close that down, I'm not going to be able to do commissions, and that's probably going to absolutely kill the metalworks. So I really need to not only keep that open, but to start the commissions soon. If you remember 5-6 months ago when my back was bad, I was planning to start commissions and then realised I couldn't because of how bad my back was. Well, the video's still sat there waiting to go out, and it's something I can start doing. I don't know how many I can do each month, but it's something I can start doing. But I absolutely am going to need that PO box to keep doing that. So that's currently the big hill problem in front of me. After that, things should be easier. But there are things that I'd like to do. You know, those things that I need to do, things I'd like to do is this year I would love to get a cheapish TIG welder, because it would really help me with the things that I currently make, but also making new things. I've got lots of stuff in mind that I'd like to do with a TIG welder. They're not entirely cheap, but you can get a reasonable one. But with the support of you guys over the year, I think that's something that could be achievable. And then think of all the videos I can make as I learn doing that. I'm sure you can laugh at me, but whatever, it's something I'd like to do. Now, as I say, I know a lot of people don't think creators like us deserve anything in return for what we do, but I've spent 8 years of my life doing this, and I've given it my absolute all. And unfortunately, it seems like it's coming to an end, and I want to try and stop that. Now, I also like to talk about PayPal, because some of you might say, hey, but you've got a PayPal, people have been helping you through that. Yes. There has been a very small number of people who have basically been the ones who's allowed me to continue doing this and not be completely right now throughout the time that my back was bad. But it has taken a big hit to me, because more was going out than was coming in for a long time. And that's still the case most of the time. And I just want to say a heartfelt thank you to those people, because hopefully, if Patreon takes off, that can go away and we can just continue with Patreon. But I'm actually going to leave the PayPal there still, because some people, like me in the past, didn't want to get a Patreon account, you know, just for one thing, which I can understand. But it's actually, I've just set one up, you know, set the whole page up. That was easy enough. Seeing how you support people, understanding how you cap the limits and stuff, much easier than I realised. And the sense of feeling like I'm helping some channels is really good. I'm supporting Jake, but I'm also soon going to start supporting In Range TV, which is a channel I really enjoy, and Michael Cthulhu. I think I probably shouldn't feel so bad about the way that I do when I say, you know, like, to continue this channel, costs come out, if you could help me out now, that would be cool. I feel much worse about it than I should do, because the majority of people have no problem with it. It's only a very vocal minority who try to just, you know, have a go at you for anything. If you don't want to support me through Patreon or through the merch stores or any of that sort of stuff, that's fair enough. If you can leave a like on videos, if you can share them occasionally, I would really appreciate that. You won't be losing anything, you'll still get the videos, it's just the patrons that were getting it 3 days before you and they won't have ads. But otherwise, it's going to make no difference to the people who can't afford to support me. But as I say, clicking that share button, clicking that like button is free, and it does help. Anyway, thank you very much for your support in whatever form that comes. I really do appreciate you, and I'll catch you next time. Bye bye. If you enjoyed this video and the other content on the channel, please consider following the links in the description to show your support.